All right, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Dawn of the Dales. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful and lovely, all of our wonderful and lovely players this evening.
I'm one of them.
Hello.
I am too.
Yes. And together they make all. And well, all of them are in a somewhat of a pickle, maybe, perchance. But let's talk about how we got to that pickle. This pickle takes place in a mansion. If you like the map that the mansion takes place in, maybe check out the Patreon. Patreon.com/DungeonMister. Weekly maps. And more. But let's talk about what's actually happening. So, last time, the party continued their exploration of a tower, moving up from the basement to uncover more of its purpose. Second floor held two heavily warded doors that you chose to leave for later. Third floor revealed more arcane channels running through the walls and central pillar that kind of ran through the whole thing, clearly a smaller counterpart to the machinery below. The roof held the true heart of the structure. Ancient stone arch, wrapped in multicolored living vines, outstretched, with the tower's central pillar rising into a pedestal designed for a stone other than the sun orb that you carried. After gathering cryptic piece of prose and crafting ingredient from a hidden cubby, Dacron dispelled one of the warded doors below, revealing a preserved guest room and research notes hinting at the tower's purpose: lunar observation through the Feywild, amplification of moon arcana, and mention of a second artifact, an earthing stone. With this new knowledge, the group faced the problem of leaving the towers. Dacron's magic was spent, the front door remained sealed. Aaron solved the issue with a spell requiring a leap from the roof, slowing their fall with the swirling blades of air. Once outside, though, the next lead pointed to the Harrows. Both the Earthing Stone and the Wolfsbane converged there, so the group headed to the long-abandoned manse. Overgrown, decayed, silent, the house greeted them with a slamming door, sudden darkness, eerie lights flickering to life. Arabella followed a blood trail through the foyer and great room up into a hallway of branching doors. There, the search led to a study occupied by a massive spider, just the size of a dog, not a big deal. It stayed there in kind of menacing looks. But then a pair of children's rooms, through thick webbing, giggles, and shifting shadows, investigating further, the group found a small, twisted, spider-like creature hiding beneath a bed. Pink-blue chitin, mandibles, clawed limbs, and nearly humanoid shape. As it hissed and thumped around the room, the party braced for danger. Initiative was rolled, and that's where we'll pick up is Erebus, you can roll initiative as you were kind of walking up the stairs right as you hear this kind of thumping from all around. So yes, please do roll initiative. Nice. Arabella, what's your dexterity? You beat this guy for sure. Never mind. That was a dumb question. Rogue.
5.
Yeah. All right, Arabella. Do we want Darkling or Gothamlicious?
Darkling.
Or Relent?
That also sounds good.
Any choice? Anyone?
Darkling.
Darkling? Okay, Darkling's the one that's going to start off hard. It doesn't go down from there. So Arabella, you are up first. Pray tell, what are you doing? This thing is kind of just leapt out from underneath the bed as you kind of peeked underneath it. As if saying, surprise.
I'm gonna be really upset if this is one of the children.
Yeah, I would be too.
I am going to dagger and
Okay.
please.
Stab away at this spider creature. 19's gonna hit it, absolutely.
Oh, sorry, take away the 9.
That's good. 6 points of piercing as you nick it.
And then do my offhand attack.
14 also hits
Oh, this poor thing.
as you crunch into its exoskeleton. Just this kind of gross, viscous liquid spews out for 4 more points of damage.
Okay, and I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
Take a step back.
Okay. Going into the corner.
Glide past. I'm gonna. May I leave the room?
You can certainly try. Give me a, let's say, acrobatics.
Acrobatics, okay.
Yes. To slip past
Let's
Aaron.
see.
The doorway and all. With a 16.
16?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. That is good enough.
Let me just scooch on by here. And there. End of turn.
As you would hear it hiss and chitter, it will jump on the bed and start bouncing. And
What's
kind
on
of
the
grab some web from the ceiling. And almost like a lasso, lash out towards Aaron. You're there. I would like a dexterity saving throw.
19.
With a 19, as it tries to just kind of lasso you with this web, you just kind of step to the side as the lasso kind of plunks right next to the doorway, and it just kind of yanks on it, and you can see it is taut.
It's kind of as I'm stepping aside for Arabella to pass by.
Yeah. It just kind of drops the webbing and leaps at you. However, as it chitters out, as if from beyond, a second door is opened. Dacron, nearby you, you would see a much more webbed room open and a second one of these creatures occupying it. Creeping through the door, staring right at you, is indeed going to lunge at you. First with a bite. Giving a mandible bite. Getting a 16 to hit you, Dacron.
That'll do.
As you will take 4 piercing and 2 poison. You also have the poison condition. It will then reach out with one of its claws as if to kind of grab a hold of you. And then it will claw you. Getting a 21. The other one should have done this. As it scratches across your chest, you take 7 points of slashing damage. That will take us to Erebus.
I'm gonna try to get next to it. Basically, I'm going to strike out and try to push it away from him.
Okay, yeah. Running up in the room, pushing away this creature.
Yeah.
You trying to push it back in the room it came from, or push it towards Arabella?
Yeah. No, back where it came from.
All right. Yeah, 23 absolutely hits it. Using your Tavern Brawler feature.
Yes, sir.
Does it get a saving throw for that one?
You know, I don't think so, but let me double check. It's right here. Stunning. No, that's stunning. I'm sorry. Where in the heck?
Aaron Brawler.
Yep.
Aaron, do you remember? You had it. Nope, it just happens whenever you do damage. Once per turn.
Okay.
So
and
yeah,
then-
for 5 points of damage, you push him back into the room.
Yeah, and then I'll kind of go up into its face, and I'll attack out again.
All
My
right.
martial arts.
Yeah.
21
21 will also hit
for 4 points.
for 4 more points of damage.
And then I'm going to use my my flurry of blows.
All right,
Oh,
for
it's
2
bad.
more attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll do the same thing. It's kind of like, you watch a martial arts movie and they're just like,
You just kind of pummel into the first one as you push. You just kind of keep going with it.
yeah, stepping with it as it's like striding.
Yeah.
Just again, with an 18.
18 will hit.
Oh, nice.
Shoo, for 10 points of damage. Yeah, as you hear a loud crack as you crunch into its chest plates.
And then
Chest
my last
tighten.
attack, I'm gonna come down with an elbow on it. How about
All
that?
right.
Oh,
As you go in for the elbow, it quickly just kind of grabs onto some webbing to kind of help pull it to the side to avoid your elbow. And anything else?
and my turn.
All right. That will take us to surprise guest number 1. The window crashes open as a giant spider the size of a dog breaks through. Skitter Skitter leaps at Arabella. Goes for the bite. Getting a 14 to hit.
That misses. She sidesteps.
As you sidestep away, the crashing gave away its position. From a hole in the ceiling, dropping down,
Would I be able to use Sentinel to that one?
it
since
did
was
not
a
hit,
tractor?
so no.
I did not hit, okay.
Another one drops down towards next to Erebus. Size of a dog. Tries to bite you as well, dropping down from a hole in the ceiling. Getting an 11 to hit you, Erebus.
No, sir.
And finally, skittering from down the hallway. Final one. Skitter Skitter. Is going to try to bite Dacron. And Dacron, wouldn't you know it, got an 18.
That's plenty.
Dacron, this spider hurts you for 4 piercing and 4 points of poison damage that bites into your leg. That skitters along the wall there. This one will probably also be along the wall. This one is right at the floor. It leapt from the window towards Arabella. That will end their turn, taking us to Bralorn.
This one with the great axe.
Okay. Attack away.
Yeah, I know. You can send. Got my sword. No, I got the great axe on.
It's really quick. Maybe it's just me.
So 26.
Yes, and 26 will absolutely hit the shit out of that spider.
Alright, I mean, I don't think I could get better than this, so.
You cannot roll better than that. With a 17, as it leaps towards Arabella, you feel your axe kind of twinge to action and rush forward even before you do. That feeling of it must be stopped before it can hurt her. 17 points of damage as you cleave it in two. Spooter is Dooter. Guts go flying everywhere.
And we're gonna move right there to be closer to most of the group, and that'll be it.
Okay. Anything for bonus action or the rest of your attacks?
Well, I don't really have. I can't really reach any of the enemies.
Okay. Fair enough.
So that's gonna be it.
That's going to take us to surprise guest number, I guess technically number 4. With a quick flash of spectral ethereal light, greenish yellow tear opens up. Webbing kind of spills outward as a strange, giant, multicolored spider steps forth where Raloran just was. And it's going to bite both at Aaron and at Arabella. Because why not? We're going to go with Aaron first. Aaron getting an 11 to hit.
11 misses. I parry with my rapier.
Just instinctually, the rapier kind of slides to behind you. Yep, there's a giant-ass spider there. It's ugly. Against Arabella, getting a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Alrighty then. You will take 6 points of piercing and 8 poison damage. As it
6.
bites into you, and you can almost see one of the spider's legs half not there, as it's barely kind of stepping through this portal, which rapidly closes. A little flicker and flash. Taking us to Dacron.
Dacron, I will point at the giant spider and kind of stop Raloran as he's rushing towards me. I'm like, nope, you're needed back over there. And I am going to give him Bardic Inspiration, which means I am invisible and I will teleport 30 feet away.
Okay. That's not a bad thing to do. Not a bad thing at all.
And I guess I'll take the dodge action just for measure.
Okay.
We want to stay invisible.
Fair enough. As you take a little seat on the bench, you stay as still as you can. You know what happens? Dacron always sits down or leans on something.
Yeah.
That'll take us to Aaron.
Aaron glances back at the big giant spider. Turns his attention toward a small one for now. With his rapier, starts to glow. Make a thrust with a true strike.
Okay.
Aim at one of the eyeballs.
Aiming for an eyeball?
There's a bunch of them. An easy target, I would think.
He's only got 6.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
For 11 points of damage.
As you go and try and skewer one of its eyeballs, it just kind of gets right across its cheek in between the mandible and the eyeball, narrowly evading its eyeball.
I will then bonus action start to dance and move ethereally as I use a blade song.
Okay.
Invoke the blade song. And that'll do it.
The top of the round, or rather bottom, this window also breaks open. Has yet another spider. This time, this seems too big to actually fit through the window. Perhaps maybe it could if it really tried. It does get partially through. You can kind of see it down there. Spooter. Just enough to get its mandibles in to try to bite. Actually, no, it won't get its mandibles in. A web will shoot out towards Aaron. Aaron, give me a dexterity saving throw.
16.
Yeah, the web lands behind you, kind of splatting into the wardrobe behind. As the spider skitters away. Taking us to Arabella.
Okay. Oh, there's really no good place to be.
Yep. Oops, all spiders.
Excellent. I'm just going, well, yeah, I'm going to attempt to dagger attack the big one.
Okay. You will have sneak attack should you hit, but you do not have advantage.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. 21?
Oh yeah, 21 does indeed hit. $15.
Points of
This thing,
damage.
I will say, does have like eyeballs everywhere. Nearly kind of skewing in between some of those. It kind of drips this liquid. The liquid kind of seems to disappear. Some of it drips away and just vanishes. Other kind of drips to the floor and seems to go through the floor. It's weird. It will take 15 points of damage.
We are fighting ghosts.
Yeah.
Offhand, please.
Yeah, 21
Another
will also.
21.
Yes.
For 2 points of damage.
Yeah, you just kind of little tap. Little tap.
And I know it won't technically do anything, but I'm going to disengage and
Okay.
take a wee step back.
Take a step back. Arabella. At the end of your turn,
Yes.
I would like a strength saving throw as webs start to coat the ground.
My best one. And this one? 10.
With a 10. You are grappled. You're not restrained, but you are grappled. Your speed is reduced to 0. You're grappled by the web at your feet as you step back and it sticks.
Fuck.
Taking us to the boys in blue. Or purple. Or pink, or whatever you would like to call them. Yeah, they will... Letter caps. This one will try to bite out at Erebus. Biting away. Getting a 21 to hit Erebus.
Yes, sir.
As it stabs out with its little pincers, dealing 8 points of piercing and 1 poison. As it bites onto your shoulder, one of its weirdly clawed hands will just kind of swipe and just try and stab into your belly. Getting a 23.
We'll hit also.
It deals 7 points of slashing damage. It cuts across like a knife. Then it will most invitingly leap onto the wall right there. So it's still kind of within view of you, Erebus. So it's not leaving your space, but it's kind of looking at you to kind of get out of view of everything else. The other one here will do the same towards Aaron. Erebus, you do also have the poison condition for now.
Okay.
And Dacron, you are no longer poisoned. Yes. And this one will try to attack Aaron with a bite first. Getting a 17 to hit.
That misses.
Alright. It tries to bite out. You just kind of dance around it. And then it tries to quickly go in with a jab with its claw. Getting a 10.
10 also misses as I duck.
You just quickly duck it. It just kind of waddles around trying to find the best place as it's confused by your dancing. Taking us to Erebus.
So that one is still within attacking range, right?
Yeah, you just kind of got out of view of everyone else.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to kick it.
Okay. It will be a disadvantage because you are poisoned.
Okay.
That won't matter. Your first attack is going to be a miss. First attack is going to be a hit. Your second is going to be a miss. Sorry.
Okay.
As you go with the first pop is a pop. Your second pop is a not.
Oh, not.
Oh,
Kind of kick around the corner there.
I'm clicking.
Don't click too many times.
Okay.
You'll make it angry. I mean, you might click one more time. I don't know. Or you can
Well,
also
I clicked
you can
once.
also just roll 1d6. And we'll add whatever your wisdom modifier is. Dex modifier. Add 3 to it.
So
We'll do 8 points of damage. Oh wait, it might be 1d8 damage actually.
oh yes,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right.
Yeah, so roll 1d8. Not bad.
Hey.
Hey, one more. So we'll do
One
9.
more. Once.
Anything else at Erebus?
Yeah, I'm gonna try the one that's to my left. I'm going to use my flurry of blows, and on the second attack, I'm gonna try to use my stunning strike on it.
Okay. On the Spooter Dog. 14 is going to hit. And 11 is going to be a miss. So you don't call your stunning strike until you hit. So you
okay.
you can use it on the first one, like I hit, I'm going to use a stunning strike. But roll that
Yeah.
damage as well.
Okay, I'm just gonna use the dice thing. It's not one.
We'll do 7 points of damage. And you're using a stunning strike, right?
Yeah.
Constitution save. The spider got a 15.
I believe it's a 14.
As the spider is not stunned by your fists.
And then that's gonna be it for me.
All right. That will take us to the spider.
The second attack would have been a straight roll in, right?
That is true. That is how that works. Yeah, so the second attack would have been a straight roll. So what I'm going to do is ask you to roll another attack roll, Erebus, because you did. If you stunning strike, the next attack is at an advantage. So you wouldn't be at disadvantage because of the poison. So just give me one more attack, not at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh shoot! Yeah. No.
I'll take
I
that.
did
I'll
that.
take that damage if you hit.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Right.
I
18.
said not at disadvantage. But yes, the 18 will hit.
I'm not taking disadvantage. I'm not.
Oh, you
I'm
have the
just
poison
taking-
condition toggled on. I gotcha.
Poison.
Gotcha.
Am I not poisoned
8.
anymore? Oh,
You
I
you
see. Okay.
yeah. It's fine. Yeah, it is kind of boggled for a brief moment as you just kind of punch into its dome and you hear a crunch and squish as it is. You crunch into its spider brain.
That'll be the end.
That will take us to this wolf spider who now wants revenge for its brother or sister. Trying to attack Erebus, getting a 12 to hit.
No, that misses.
Thus taking us to Ralorn.
So seeing as soon as he stepped away, a big one came out. He's gonna move back up, and he's gonna attack the big one.
All right, attack the big one. The big multicolored, weird-looking one with many
A
eyes
15.
everywhere. A 15 does just hit.
Can we get better than that? No, for 11 points of damage.
It will take 11 points of damage. As you
Second
cut into the
attack.
spider's kind of ichor again spills outward.
Miss.
A
You
12.
have a D8 if you want to use it.
You
Yeah,
are
might as well.
inspired.
Might as well. Let's see if we can fish for something better.
A 15 does just hit.
All right. So another attack.
We'll
Forgot if
take
the
8
savage
points.
attacker is once per turn, or
It is only once per turn.
Okay, yeah.
It will take 8 more points of damage as you cut into it. Anything else for Ralorn?
That'll be it right there. I'm gonna
All
stay
right.
stay put.
That will take us to this big blue-green spider. It will turn towards Ralorn, going for a bite. Not advantage. Getting an 8 to hit.
Definitely misses.
It will then try to bite you again. Getting a 10 to hit.
Misses again.
As it looks like it's about to leap at you, it does so and immediately vanishes. As this quick, like, blur and little sparkles in the air of webbing just disappear. That will take us to Dacron.
I am no longer invisible.
You are no longer invisible. Where are you?
Also no longer poisoned, so
Correct.
I will fire a wisp at the spider I can see.
All right.
22.
That's gonna hit a spider you can see.
10 points of radiant damage.
10 points of radiant damage as that spider explodes into a sparkling moonlight extravaganza. First Dacron disappears, then he makes the spider disappear.
He's a magician.
Something like that.
I think he prefers the term artist. Anything else for Dacron, though?
I just saw that thing disappear, so yeah,
That
I'll
you
be into
did.
the room.
Okay, re-entering the room. Taking us to Aaron Thesserin.
Aaron is still dancing. I'm going to add an additional step into the dance as my movements subtly change. I begin to kind of slip in and out of this plane a bit, and I can glimpse bits into the ethereal as I cast the invisibility.
Okay.
And
It is not in the room with you.
don't see nothing around me.
No, it's not. It's not in your line of sight. Nope.
All right.
But I got
I
you.
will then back up out of this room.
It will. This one will try to bite you
Yeah.
as you do so. Getting a 14 to hit.
14, I parry.
Yeah.
I step back. There's another one, big one, outside. And I do not see where the
You
other one
would
went.
get a glint of it outside in the hallway.
Actually, it is that run behind you. And that is my turn.
Okay. At which point, I'm going to ask for everyone besides Arabella to give me a strength saving throw because I don't want to be unfair. Everyone give me a strength saving throw. Because I forgot to. My bad.
11.
Restrained.
Is mine still at
Poison does not hurt saving throws. So, Aaron, Arabella, Erebus, and Dacron are all grappled as the sticky webbing beneath your feet has taken hold of your boots. You aren't restrained, so as you can still dodge, and your movement is 0 at this brief moment. Arabella, your movement is 0. What are you doing?
Yeah. Have to pick a certain point. There's two guys. Okay, I'm going to hold my action. What action will I hold? I will hold a crossbow for if something comes out of this room.
Okay, that room. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, fair enough. You quickly
Do
pull
I
out...
make another strength saving throw?
No. At the end of your turn, the webbing dissolves.
Oh.
It's only a
Oh,
one-turn
that's
thing.
nice.
But you can't move until the end of your turn. Or until your next turn. Which will take us to the creatures. Yes, it will move outside. So, yeah. Arabella, go ahead and shoot it.
Okie dokie. And 24.
Yeah, 24 with it. And you do have sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. 16.
16, get it right in its little mandibles. As it goes in to try to bite Aaron. Once more, just tired of Aaron's dancing around, getting a 12 to hit Aaron.
Nope.
And then going in for the claws, its claw gets kind of stuck on its own webbing, or that's right at the moment that Arabella kind of shoots it right in its mouth. Its claw rolled in that one. Gets stuck on the doorway or something. The other one will skitter. Bite out at Erebus. Getting a 13.
13 will miss. I was ready for it to walk.
And then a 23 for its claw.
That will hit.
It just kind of peeks around the doorway and just kind of claws out. Dealing a whopping total of 5 points of slashing damage.
Can I use my D3?
You can use your deflect attacks, yes.
Deflect attacks. All right.
Yeah, you just kind of push to the side. No big deal.
Yeah.
It's
I know it was only 5, but I've only got 11. So.
Hey, reducing 5 to 0 is good. That will take us to your turn, Erebus.
So as it slashes out, I kind of redirect it, and I'm going to I'm gonna do another kick. I want to kick this thing. Really
Okay,
bad.
yeah. Kicking spiders, that's some people like doing that.
Am I still poisoned, I guess?
You are no longer poisoned. No, sorry. Your speed is 0. That's all.
Yes. Okay. Is it not getting?
So 20 will hit.
Yes. Damn it. See if it'll roll. And it's used it.
Try and roll it from the sheet. I have to do that with the monsters sometimes.
Oh.
You just can't roll crit damage, which sucks. I will take 9 points of damage, as this thing is looking weary and worn. Honestly, both of these Ettercap spider creatures are looking horrid. They're in bad shape.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit it again.
Do it again. A 20 will also hit.
Why is it saying
You
I
have
can't
poison toggled on.
remove? Yeah, I clicked the minus saying yes, remove condition,
That's
and
fine.
it's still on there when it's not talking. All right.
20 will
So
hit.
damn
Yes.
for 4.
For 4, it is still up, but just barely as it's kind of, you see it wavering, trying to grab on to all of the webbing in this room behind it to kind of keep it
Alright.
up.
Well, I am going to use my flurry of blows again.
Okay, 2 more attacks, another focus point. It is going to be a miss with a 9.
All right. Well, I got one more. Here we go, boys and girl.
With a 12. That is just barely going to miss.
Dang. All right. Okay. That's all I got.
All right. At the end of your turn, your speed returns to you, which will take us to Ralorn, who is the only one who was not grappled.
Hit the X.
Give it the X.
23.
Yeah, that's how you give something an X. 2 plus
9,
20.
14, or...
Well,
No, 17.
you chop its freaking head off. As it goes rolling on the floor, every eye seems to stare right at you, Ralorn. Except for one of them that seems to be staring at Aaron.
And we're going to move there, and we're going to throw for for second attack, we're going to throw a javelin at the one in front of
Okay.
So let's throw a javelin. Nope, 10.
And is going to miss as it kind of, you just throw it right over Erebus and it hits the door frame right next to him.
I look back like, whoa, watch it, man.
Anything else for Ralorn?
Nope, that's gonna be it right there.
Here's a fun thing, Aaron. You get to see it coming. So it won't have any sort of advantage on you. But you do see it creeping back to its original position, Aaron. Before it reappears. And goes to bite you.
It's just like watching me watch it the entire time it's clawing on the ceiling.
It's not that smart. It rolled a nat 1. Yeah, that's how much you were watching it instinctively, and you're just like, and it goes in for a bite as soon as it reappears, and you're just like, oh yeah, I saw that coming. Like, obviously. Nat 1. And then it will go in for a second attack towards you, Aaron. Getting a 20.
Shield misses.
As a shield flashes up around you. Yeah, it will. This thing's mandibles are gnarly too. Look at those mandibles.
Oof.
Yeah, and they're just kind of smashing into your shield, trying to, like, let me in. That will end its turn, taking us to Dacron.
So the big spider has reappeared.
It has.
I would like to blast it with a starry wisp.
All right. It is dripping.
Gross.
Yeah, it's badly hurt.
19.
Yeah, 19 will hit it.
12 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's technically invisible when it does that, but it can't benefit from the invisible condition.
Well, I'll tell you what, it will never benefit from the invisible condition ever again, as you ignite it with radiant moonfire, and it quickly it goes to kind of attack Aaron one more time as it's trying to attack him with the shield. And as it's frustrated, this fire just erupts through it, and it just does kind of like the flip backwards thing, and its legs kind of flail around before they curl up, and it burns with this white fire before does that thing. Dies. And all the while, there's this little bits of sparks of its own making, as it essentially was trying to get away at the same time.
My speed is 0, so that is
All
my
right,
turn.
that is true. That will take us to Aaron, whose speed is also 0.
I will hold a mind sliver if I see the big spider out of the window.
Okay. I mean, you would see it moving back and forth, almost like it's there but not there kind of thing. Like waiting for something to come close. But that will take us to Arabella. Almost like its own haunting kind of thing.
Okay. We're going to take a step this way.
Okay.
And because, yeah, I can move now.
Yeah. Yeah, no one, it was just a one-turn thing.
Okay. And then I'm going to shoot the one that I can see that's left.
All right. The one and only.
10 to hit.
That is also going to miss. As right above Rylorn's javelin, your crossbow bolt hits right there too.
And I turn, I'm like, you guys!
Anything else for Arabella?
No.
All right.
She'll remain where she is.
That will take us to the creature. The creature will... A desperate attempt. It will quickly grab some webbing and just try and cover Erebus with it. Erebus, give me a dexterity saving throw. 16. As it tries to cover you, just kind of quickly dodge out of the way as it fails. That will end its turn, taking us to your turn, Erebus.
All right. I'm going to try to strike out, and actually, I'm going to, Three Stooges poke it in 2 of the eyes.
Okay. Which 2?
With a 23.
23 gets 3 eyes, not 2. 2 fingers, 3 eyes.
I like that.
Right. Yeah, you get 11 eyes. I don't know. Yeah, as you just kind of poke it, it grabs its face, and you can almost feel like you hear it screaming as it falls backwards onto the webbing and just rolls around before, kind of almost wrapping itself up, entombing itself rapidly before falling limp in a mere matter of moments. As it's dead. They're all dead.
Oofta.
Oddly enough, Aaron, as you look out the window, the skittering of the spider outside stopped. Completely, almost.
There's someone else that left as well. Erebus, nice of you to join us.
Thank you. nice to join. Although I wish it was under better circumstances.
Arabella, what were you looking for before the spider came out?
I heard a child, and I'm afraid that we just killed it.
I mean, it
It
attacked us, didn't it?
It was not a very cute child.
If we based what was allowed to live based on what their appearance was, the world would be a lot less varied.
Well, the Arrows, they only had 2 children, and there were a lot more spiders. And there was that crazy one that could go invisible, go between planes. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was weird. I've never seen something like that before.
Magic can do a lot of things, but I do not think that they were the children. Rest assured.
I hope you're right.
There is another children's
I
room,
s-
too. Sorry.
I think the children died long before then, as he's looking down at the blood.
Died or transformed? Arabella would want to check out the other child's room.
Okay.
Is that what's in front of me here?
Yeah. They've already looked
Yeah.
in the right room when
Okay.
the thing arrived.
I would have stepped forward into here to kind of.
Yeah, covered
Take it
in webs in here. The only thing that the one ettercap, the spider creature, is still in there. Took down most of the webbings with it. But this would seem to be, out of the two, probably the boys' room. There is a toy sword, well, a practice sword in here. There'd be some books on the wall, and a smaller armoire. Clothes have been kind of shoved into a pile. And it looks to be a sock puppet of what looks to be a fox.
So after
Or
hearing
hand
Arabella, okay.
Sorry.
After hearing Arabella talk about possibly transformed, I would have looked over this spider to see if maybe it has any like fragments of clothing still left on it.
Oh, no, it does not.
Okay.
It's all creature. What was Arabella wanting to look at in this room?
I'd probably be looking at the book titles.
Okay. While Arabella's looking at the book titles, what's everyone else doing?
Well, I'd go up and look through this. I don't remember what you called it, like the little closet thing.
Oh, that would be over here.
Oh,
This is
what's
like a bedside table, and over there's a pile of clothes with the toy stored.
yeah, I'll go through what
Okay.
that little
Anything from Ralorn, Dacron, or Aaron? In this stretch of time?
Just gonna catch my breath on the bench.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be over here by background. Just waiting for them to finish up looking over the kid stuff.
Ralorn?
Anything.
No, nothing from my lawn.
All right. Erebus and Arabella, please give me investigation checks as you peruse things.
11.
as I'm going through this, I'd kind of like Arabella. Is there anything that we should be on the lookout for? Like anything that I should be trying to catch my eye?
Not really. I don't think they would have hidden an orb or anything in here. Or anything important.
Just anything about the kids, maybe.
Maybe.
And Arabella.
Mhm.
In the books, it's mostly children's like folk tales. Some of them have been scratched out and ruined to time. Others have been, names have been replaced. They're not what they once were. But there would be one that looks to be a small, if you had to guess, like kind of tucked between the books. It's honestly, you would find it if you would look through the books in any fashion. But you would have to just look at them. But there is a smaller volume that appears to be some small journal, like a child's journal. Like Dear Diary. But there's a child's journal. That would be the thing that sticks out.
Arabella would carefully, after seeing the first Dear Diary entry, she would close the book and just put it back where it was.
So the first Dear Diary, all it says is Dear Diary, and then it's scratched out.
Don't do this to me.
But you would notice all of it except for the last entry is scratched out.
Well, now she has to know what it was.
The last entry simply reads, it doesn't even say Dear Diary this time. It just says the man in shadows keeps coming at night. He watches. It says we've been marked for death. Not even Gunter will be able to stop it. And it will come soon. That's all it says. and Erebus. Mostly moth-ridden, moth-eaten clothes and scraps lie on the ground or on the bottom of this cupboard and small wardrobe. But kind of resting, just kind of tucked out underneath some of the clothing is a scrap of paper. Or you see kind of like the corner of a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'd reach down and pick it up.
It's a crayon drawing of 5 individuals. It looks to be at the front of the picture would be probably the matriarch and patriarch of the family. And off to the side would be the 2 children. And between them would be another individual. Seems to be kind of darker in coloration, like probably some like wearing like black, similar clothes to you, Erebus. However, at the center of his black clothing, crayon drawing, looks to be a mark of fire, like some sort of orange coloration. And then as you look more at this crayon drawing, both the children and the mother almost seem to have this faint bit of orange on them as well in different places. The mother would have one on her wrist in the picture. One of the children would have one on their neck, and the other would have one on their thigh. And they drew it like in the center of the other guy's chest. The patriarch. Almost like what?
Almost like they're marked.
It's hard to make out with the 12 investigation check of what this is or what it means. It just seems like kind of like a blur. The crayon drawing has been worn to time. It's just this kind of like blur of orangish coloration. But it seems to be just as prominent on, maybe more prominent on the man in black as the children and the matriarch.
Sure. So I'd walk over to Arabella. Yeah. Look at this drawing that I found. And I'll, hand it over to her and let her check it out, just for future reference.
Man in the shadows. Fucked if I know. Children
Getting,
always seem to be able to see more than adults do. There's a lot more pieces to this puzzle. She would move out of the room after replacing the diary.
Okay.
Everything all right, Arabella?
Yeah. This place is not very good at telling stories. We need to go further in. I know you said that we just need to get what we came for and then leave, but I don't think that we're going to be able to leave
Yeah, it might not
without
be simple.
unlocking everything. Now,
Right. Erebus, let's go.
Where are you going? Who's leading the way and how so?
Before I forget, I'm going to reach into my pocket and absorb the power from the pearl.
There you go.
If only it was arcane recovery and not one slot.
1/3 level slot, though.
I'd much rather have 3 wands at this point.
That's fair.
alrighty. Are you feeling okay, Dakron?
I suppose. Do we have any idea what we're doing?
Nope. The children spoke about a man in the shadows.
Well,
Creepy at all,
Something.
not creepy at all.
That sounds very creepy.
something happened here.
Something certainly did. Something that isn't particularly nice.
Does this
Yeah, but
man of shadows want anything?
according to the child, he said that they were marked for death. Sounds like he was telling the truth.
That sounds like a great bedtime story.
The rest of his journal was scratched out. This house seems to like trying to erase things. Don't like it.
Hopefully it isn't doing too good of a job. We are trying to piece together a bit of a puzzle here.
Mm-hmm.
Those spider things weren't from around here, so how did they get here?
Well, those big ones were from, like, I don't know what you would call it, another plane of existence. What's to say that this shadow man wasn't also from another plane of existence?
Well, if he is there, I can see him for the next 45 minutes or so.
Well, we better get a move on then.
Either way.
Do we want to check these doors over here or explore the other wings of the house?
See if these
Would say actually
rituals are-
this door would probably be open actually.
Because the spider would have come through. One of the
Yeah.
spiders would have come through there.
Yes.
door opening spiders.
Yep.
Well, seeing as the spider's gone from there, I say let's go through that door.
Okay.
There's
Yeah,
also
well.
books in here.
There are books in there.
Alright. Let's go in there. I'll keep an eye out.
And I will try this door, if I could, please.
Yeah. As you try that door, it opens right up into a darkened hallway. Several windows lining the hall, and what looks to be access to the balcony that overlooks the main kind of like fancy room. Main living room, kind of.
Jesus Christ.
I'll peruse.
Unnecessarily fancy.
I'll peruse all the books and just see if I can get an idea of like what kind of subject matter is contained here. What he was interested in.
These would be a variety of subjects. Maintaining like agriculture of the Dales, circa 200 years ago. Trade relations with Cormier and Sembia. It's a lot of like political stuff. I would say as soon as you try to like touch one, they start to crumble. But they do seem to be kind of like stately books.
All like workbooks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arabella, as you cross that area there, you see a faint visage of a woman leaning over the railing, lightly humming. Faintly, you can't even make out what she's humming or if there's a tune. Just that there is a noise coming from this spectral figure. All you see is her backside, just the hair flowing, wearing a simple enough dress, leaning over the railing. Looks like she's looking down. Don't really get a view of her face.
Without taking her eyes away from the spectral image, she'll probably reach back and like pat Aaron's shoulders, like, tell me you see that too.
Do I see it too?
Yeah, you see her. She's just standing there, leaning over the railing.
And what am I looking for?
A ghost, I think.
Ghost.
Spirit. I don't know what you call them.
I don't know what you are talking about. I just see the woman over there by the railing.
Oh, so you do see it. Okay. I'm not mad. That's something.
Not yet.
There is a door at the other end of the hall also.
That leads out to the balcony.
You don't know where it goes.
Can she make the assumption? As she knows how a house is normally built.
This goes to the other half of the house. Like the other side of the stairs.
Yeah. I reckon she would call out to the woman. Be like, hello?
She turns and looks. And gives a half smile. Beautiful woman. You can see a light gash in her neck. Clutches kind of her shirt lightly. Actually clutching a necklace under her shirt. I used to watch them play. She gestures down below. And she'll kind of like actually reach outward. And as she does, Arabella and Aaron, since you're both there, would notice on her wrist looks to be a faint marking. Both of you give me perception checks.
14.
15.
It's interesting because your passives are the opposite. So Aaron would be the one to notice this one, as it looks like a birthmark made of fire on her wrist, like a birthmark that like a symbol of flame.
It stands out against like the spectralness of her.
No, it blends in. It's part of her skin. It's just on her wrist. It's just part of her. I would say it stands out because it's an unusual birthmark.
Oh, that is a interesting marking you have on your skin there.
She fades away.
Okay. Good talk.
She would fade.
usually
She
what
would fade.
happens.
She would like fade downward.
That is usually what happens when I talk to women.
That does not surprise me.
I will follow Arabella across the balcony.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit.
Okay.
What's this thing here? Is
That's
this
the-
just a pillar?
That's the chimney.
Oh, it's a chimney. Okay.
That's the chimney.
I
Yeah.
live in Queensland, okay? We don't have chimneys
You
here.
don't have chimneys?
No, it's
that's
too hot.
crazy. Aaron, give me a dexterity saving throw.
7.
With a 7. Aaron, you feel something not tugging, something pushing you over the railing as you go flying over. Arabella, what do you do? Split second.
Well,
He gets pushed over the railing.
I tried to grab for him.
Give me a
Strength.
Your call. An athletics
Mhm.
check or a strength save?
They're both shit, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Then go with strength save.
Okay.
Well, you never know. Some people might prefer. Okay.
1.
As you reach out to grab, you do. Aaron, your hand slips. You fall 15 feet.
Will Featherfall.
Okay.
As I do, I'll orient myself midair and float to the ground and look up at Arabella, shake my head. Why are you pushing me?
You would hear a voice right next to you, Aaron. Don't go upstairs.
What do you mean, why did I push you? I tried to grab you.
Oh, okay. And I will.
Ungrateful little shit.
I'll make my way back the way we first came, I guess.
Okay.
Aaron, how the hell did you manage to get behind us? You guys
Arabella,
find a...
no, Arabella pushed me off the balcony.
That means she pushed you off the rail.
We saw a ghost, and
Outside.
the ghost didn't like me and flew away, and then Arabella pushed me.
Do you think Arabella was possessed by the ghost? Just for a brief second?
I mean, anything is possible. I think we should go upstairs, though.
You're already
I mean,
there.
there's 2 doors down there, and we...
There's plenty to explore.
There's lots of
Yeah.
doors.
From
But
what I've read, when nefarious things happen, they happen in the basement, not on the roof.
well, I think there is something upstairs. Something is telling me.
Let's get the other 2 and check those doors, the one behind me and
Plenty to explore.
the other 2 down the hall.
I will catch up to the other guys that are. Well, did they
Okay.
move at all, or are they still just waiting up in the?
I don't know. Yeah, Arabella, you
Yeah,
guys moving at all or waiting?
Yeah, I'll move
Okay.
towards the door.
Arabella's probably a bit huffy.
Yeah. Erebus moves
Can't
towards the
anything
door.
right?
Yeah, what is this little orb light?
It's a
thing?
candle on
Oh.
a cup. It's like the little classic. That way you can carry a candle on a platter kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll go up to this door and try it.
It opens right up.
Sure.
Yeah. Inside this room is a small study as well. A desk, no chair. Looks to be a small sack of scrolls. Some sort of case that's open with some instruments inside, and bookshelves and another door to the south.
Can I tell what type of instruments they are?
Give me a religion check.
Oh. With a six.
There's stuff. There's like a hammer. Some other wooden stuff. Probably a book. Looks like there's a glass of water in there. I don't know.
A book, huh?
Yeah.
I'd like. Can I? I know that I got a 6 on a religion check, but can I check out the book?
Yeah. The book immediately turns to ash as you touch it.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, I'm not really one for grabbing things, but...
You just did.
Well, no, I mean, like, taking things with me. But, I mean, it's a case of stuff. I'd like to...
Yeah, there's a case of stuff and a bag of scrolls and books on shelves and a door to the south.
I'm gonna take the water with me. The little vial of water or whatever you said.
Okay. You take a vial of water.
And then I'm gonna check out the door to the south, but I'd like to see what everybody else is up
Yeah.
to.
Ralorn, Dacron. Ralorn, I believe you said you were checking doors.
No, he was waiting for the others, so they all check it together and not split up around the rooms. So he's gonna go up and he's gonna look at Aaron. Are you guys coming?
We're checking out over here.
We got more doors down there. We shouldn't split up like this. What if there's other big spiders that happen and we're all split up? We're just bad things gonna happen.
Oh, then you should stick with us then.
Bad things are going to happen whether we're together or not.
Yeah, but it's better if safer in numbers than being all split up all over the place, don't you think?
Oh, yes, I think so.
And we still got plenty of doors down there before we go on the other side.
I want to know what pushed Aaron.
It's okay, I forgive you.
If I were to push you over, I would have knocked you out at the same time so you couldn't save yourself with magic.
Okay,
You-
okay. Let's
You know,
stop.
you do make a point there.
Mm,
Hey, what pushed
exactly.
me?
I don't know. Did anything happen when you reached the bottom? Or did you just stand there and decide to accuse me of something that I did not do?
Well, I guess as I was falling, there was a voice that said, "Don't go upstairs." And that made me really want to go upstairs.
So it was probably the lady who pushed you.
And she seemed nice, though.
So, all right. Why don't we go get? Or where did Erebus go? We should get him and finish the room down this side, and then go on the other side.
What's Dacron doing?
Waiting on Rylorn to come back with everybody else.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, let's go and see what Erebus is doing then. I'll cross the balcony.
Yeah.
Erebus. Oh, hey. What you find in here?
See, looks to be some sort of case in there. He's got
Yeah.
some water in his hand. He's about to check a door.
I will go and see those scrolls. Can I investigate and see if there's any useful scrolls in there?
In the bag?
Yeah, or they all just disintegrate when I touch them?
These do not. These, you can tell, don't belong here. Along with that case. They do stick out.
Oh.
Yeah, give me an investigation check on the scrolls.
24.
Dang.
They are scrolls. Some of them are mandates to rid unholy sites of their unholiness, to clear pestilence and make safe. Some of them are actual orders from some paladin order you've never heard of, but it's clearly written out and it seems official enough. And others seem to be prayers. Prayers to Lathander. But a couple of these scrolls are of use. Scroll of Detect Evil and Good. Scroll of Protection from Evil and Good. Are both in there.
Oh, useful. And you said the case was out of place as well.
You're looking at the scrolls. Arabella, you looking at the case?
Yes.
Okay,
Case.
you can give me a... It's going to be... What do you want to know about the case? There's a hammer. There's a ashy book. Place where there was a bottle of water.
There's a gun in there too.
Nah, it's actually ash. It's actually a broken mirror.
I'd say probably I'd like to see what its purpose was for.
All right, that will be a religion check as well.
Okay. Okay. 12.
12. Yeah, that's enough. There's stakes. It's a undead slaying kit. So the stakes would be missing, I would say. So that those spots would be empty. The hammer is still there. Actually, no, there is one stake. There is a broken silver mirror, and there was the vial of water that Erebus took. Everything else from in the case either turns to dust or is missing or broken.
Arabella, I tried to make heads or tails of that. Do you have any idea?
Monster hunters. It's undead. Killing stuff. Vampire hunters.
So as soon as she says that, I'm gonna take that vial of water and kind of like put it onto into my satchel, I guess.
I would say that would be the giveaway that is holy water.
Yeah.
Presumably. I came over here to tell you something. Oh yeah, they are checking out over there. They said something about splitting up. I can't remember. It was good. No, they said do not split up. They want us back over on the other side.
Well, they want us back on the other side.
Yes. And we already cleared out the spiders. There's a few more doors.
Okay. I guess as he's saying that, I try the door
It opens
in
easily.
front of me,
Yeah.
and I'll open it.
Yeah.
And
Looks to be another kind of like sitting hall or just a plain hall. That seems to be clean for the most part, aside from a massive vine that seems to be growing out of the door to the south that stretches across the hallway to the west. Vines covering the door to the south. Completely. Utterly.
Well, I guess if we find a shortcut, we can just take the shortcut.
yeah, I mean, do you want to see where this leads, and maybe it leads back over towards them?
No, of course.
And then I'll just kind of walk forward.
Nice.
Oh, Arabella, there's stairs right here.
I'd peek my head around the side. There's no
Stairs
railing.
downstairs.
Yeah, this is because the stairs went up both directions, so this is just the other side.
Yeah, so
Hey,
follow Jack
shortcut.
around down the stairs, and up the other side.
I'll follow Aaron.
Erebus,
Yes. Sir.
as you start to head down the stairs with them, give me a dexterity save.
Wait Jesus Christ.
With a 12.
With a 12. As you walk away, something grabs a hold of your foot, and then something quickly grabs a hold of your neck and pulls you taut up against the wall. It's the vines grabbing
I
you,
thought it was Arabella.
starting to strangle you. As Arabella and Aaron are making their way down the stairs, they'll be about there by that point.
Would you say like up against this wall?
Up against the vine wall.
Oh, okay.
The one that's covered in vines.
Um,
Arabella, Aaron, what do you do? Erebus is getting choked by greenery.
Fire.
did you just say
Well-
fire? No, please. No, please.
I guess Arabella would probably try and make a slice at the vine that's at his neck.
Give me a sleight of hand check to not cut Erebus's neck.
That's exactly what.
Okey-dokey. 27?
Says that not 20? No. You just get plus 10 to it. Yeah, you easily and quickly cut Erebus's neck free, as the vines quickly recede away from his foot as well, and just kind of cling back to the wall, inanimate.
Do be careful, Erebus.
Oh, yeah. It's my fault. I'd yell out, Dacron, Ralorn, might want to come check this out.
There would be something that calls back. Please do. Check out whatever you need. Echoing down the halls.
Can tell where it came from.
No. If anything, it came from the fireplace.
We got other doors down here, Erebus, too. We probably should just not wander off everywhere and do this methodically.
I'll head over by.
Have you seen outside?
You have not.
Well, then you need to close the windows. I'll pretend I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so when you're, like, up the stairs, you can kind of get a glimpse of out there. Absolutely. So, like, when you're, like, up there, you get a glimpse of it, for sure.
Okay.
And so, like, as you're, like, coming down there, yeah, you see that, for sure. You get a better view of it from upstairs.
It's crazy. Okay. I reckon we check that out afterwards. Erebus will go through this section of the house first, and I mean, potentially it all winds back on each other. Most likely.
Yeah. Connected in the front. Possible.
Is everyone going back up to meet up with where Ralorn is at the door?
Aaron doesn't really have the patience that Ralorn does, so as soon as Aaron gets there, he'll wait like a couple seconds, and then he'll kind of look and he'll reach for the door handle to push it open.
Does Ralorn do anything to stop him?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Because he sees everyone approaching.
I'll open the door.
All right, Aaron, as you open the door, it is another dim-lit room. Actually, only one small candle would be kind of almost floating on its own in here. This room seems to be a large suite, or a bedroom of sorts. There would be a little splatter of blood within, small table as you first enter. A pillar kind of breaks between the room, as well as a set of draperies splitting the room between like bedroom and kind of like meeting room, or it's a suite. It's a small suite. But in the bedside, there is a small armoire and a large armoire, unlit, a fancy sconce. Looks to be a sword and a bow atop the dresser, and even some arrows still in quiver against the bed on the south.
I'll walk in and go on the opposite side of the bed and pick up the sword and check the weight. Make a couple swings.
So, as you walk over, the floorboards creak almost rhythmically. That's all. And the sword itself is probably of good quality at one point. As you pick it up, you can see the rust immediately start to encompass the whole thing almost. It was definitely a fine blade until you picked it up.
I'll put it back where I found it. I'll look through this this chest or armoire. What is that? What is that one?
There's a small armoire and a large armoire. I guess this would be more of a cabinet, and this would be an armoire.
Doesn't seem like there's any ghosts or spiders or any vines in here. Seems to be maybe a master bedroom of sorts. Or a guest bedroom. Doubles as an office.
This does seem more orderly. Like there's 2 doors here. Guest rooms don't usually have like 2 doors to like 2 different areas of the hallway. This does kind of give like a service sort of vibe to it. But yeah, give me an investigation check of the small armoire. What's everyone else doing while Aaron is checking the armoire? The small armoire cabinet.
I'll walk in, and as I'm passing Relorn, I'll say, a please would go a long way. And I'll just kind of walk in. I want to look through here.
Yeah. As you look into the courtyard, you get a very good glimpse there, for sure, of a massive, gruesome-looking tree. Underneath it is growing this pulsing green, sickly, almost nuclear green fungus. Vines and webs grown all over the place. Overgrown. Colors of green, blues. All cool. It's definitely unkempt in the worst ways. And you can easily see that there are also windows all around this courtyard. Central courtyard.
I'd take a couple steps back and like looking over to Arabella. I don't want to go in there. And kind of try to get her attention to, like see what I see.
Oh. Are you talking about the creepy courtyard?
Yeah. I like how you put it so subtly.
Yes, well, we're probably going to have to go there eventually. I'd say that the vines that tried to strangle you came from there. So it's all really just a matter of time. And what Arabella would be doing is, I reckon, she'd probably check out the larger armoire.
All right. Anything from Dacron or Ralorn?
Lauren would probably just be on the lookout right now. Like they're in the room, so just making sure nothing comes up to them.
They seem fine. You want to check out the master?
I suppose we could be right nearby.
It's probably at the end of this hallway. Servants' quarters to the left and the right for access to the children.
away, I suppose. Or not far if anything happens to them.
All right. Go down to the end of the hall.
I'll open this door just because I know what it is.
Oh, do you?
I could see it from the other side. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to open to the room.
It opens
Shenanigans are at play.
to an alternate dimension. No, it does open the room.
Oh,
Absolutely.
At the end of the hall.
The end of the hall stands a door. This door seems to be a little finer. A little more blood smeared on it. Even though there was more blood on the ground around the other room, in the children's room, and even in the hallway, but this door has some markings on it that seem to be almost covered up.
You able to open it up, Declan?
Are we ready? This
Ready when you are. You're in front.
This is all right. I don't know what's gonna be on the other side of this, but I don't like it.
Oh, you're gonna hate it.
I will open this door.
Okay. That door also opens with ease, with a loud, horrible, screeching creak. A faint gust of wind fills the room and blows out down the hallway, as if letting out the air. You would hear pages rustle within, as inside are two desks. Looks to be a nice chaise lounge. Small little side table. Looks to be some perfume atop it. The desks are covered in books and other sorts of writing implements and study, even a plant. One door stands to the east, another door probably to the northeast. And there is a door opening, like a doorway to the west as well. As this is an interesting room indeed. This is the real suite. Aaron and Arabella, give me an investigation check, please. I'll tell you what's in that
15.
room too.
9.
9. Okay. Aaron, in that cabinet, it seems to be mostly like personal belongings, clothes, knickknacks, nothing of import. It's all useless junk. It's their junk drawers, several of them. Arabella, though. You would discover that this is actually the records for the servants. This is actually the head servant's room, and also at the same time the master of arms, both one and the same. There would be a leather ledger that is their personal ledger, but then also records of like upkeep of the house and the day-to-day.
No. I'm looking for the name. Gunther?
Okay. Gunter's name would absolutely come up several times. Mostly in the personal logs, but as well as the records. Just flipping through it over and over. Towards the end, with your 15, This would take several minutes of time to go through this, but one thing would stick out because you had heard something about this previously, or maybe clue here, clue there. Questioning, maybe not posed as a question, maybe a statement. Gunter speaks to shadows now. They answer. I fear he has opened something he cannot close. ... And then it would go on to talk about the day in the life, onward and upward of servant life. But that would be near the end. But that statement definitely sticks out because talking of shadows, the kids spoke of shadows. Yeah, I would say, Dacron, you would also notice as you go in there, there is another hall. Looks to be a bedroom, and another desk filled with books and papers, and another door. This is a big suite.
Yep.
A lot of stacked papers and books everywhere. This is where Aaron wants to be.
Servant's entrance there. This door. Curious. That's the edge of the house.
Yeah, you can even see the stone wall that is the edge of the house.
What could this be? Is there exterior access? I don't know. Only one way to find out. I'm going to attempt to open this door.
All right. That door... Give me an athletics check on that one.
11.
11 is actually good enough. It's not supremely stuck, but you notice that you do have to give it a nudge. As you hear kind of this webbing break as you're pushing it open. But it does open into a balcony covered in webbing. And you can see
really like
beyond. Yeah. And you can even see beyond the house a good 10 feet where that wall of fog and dark mist hangs. That's as far as you can see.
I sure do like their balconies.
Yeah, they do.
Well, at least I know I knew where we were. The edge of the house.
As our group is starting to discover a little more, perhaps see what's in door number 3 or 4 or 5. We'll go ahead and take our little 5-10 minute break there. A little later than normal, but do it before I forget about it again. Yeah, we'll take our little 5-10 minute break there, folks, so stick around. Stay tuned. We'll see what else has in store. What else this Ment has in store when we return. So, we'll see you in a few. All right, folks, we're back, and yeah, last we left off, we're in a haunted house, the Harrow's house, and finding clues about what happened here. Shadows, Gunter, finding tidbits here and there. We were looking through different rooms, and currently, I believe. Oh, then you see the. Yeah, there they go. The simple things just disappeared. Avatars. After Aaron, Erebus, and Arabella. I hate you guys. Like total coincidence that all three of you guys named your names. It's like so identical. But the three of them were looking through the head servant's room while Ralorn and Dacron headed to a larger room to the south. Several desks with papers scattered throughout. And that's where we're going to pick up. That's essentially where we were. So, yeah. Are Dacron and Ralorn waiting on? I guess Arabella would be. You'd be looking through that for a little bit to find out that information, that little tidbit. That would probably take about like a good 10 minutes just flipping through to find like Gunter. Okay. Gunter. Shadows. It would take a little bit to find that. So, I guess if Aaron and Erebus wanted to catch up with Ralorn and Dacron, you could. Well, Arabella sits back and reads some notes. Unless you guys wanted to wait for Arabella to finish reading notes. Up to you guys.
I do, actually. I'd like to move out to the hallway, and I'd like to check out. I'm gonna open up. Open up. Maybe. Oh, I passed it. Yeah, I'm gonna open up this door.
Okay. Fair enough. Open up the door to the east. We'll get to what Dacron's looking at here in a second. Yeah, open up the door to the east leads to a very webbed room. However, some of the webs seem like they're partially there, partially not. This would have been probably the lair of that semi-ethereal spider. I would even say at this point, Aaron, your magic would still be going, and you would be able to tell that you can see all the webbings as they are. But Erebus, it's like half of them are phased in, half are phased out.
Aaron, what do your elvish eyes see?
There are a lot of webs in there.
Do you want to take point? And I'll just kind of follow after you, or?
Sure. I will step into the room.
As you step into the room, for a split moment, as you get kind of caught in the webs, barely, you see a faint, half-quarter, translucent figure kneeling before the statue on the northern side. A statue of a man on a horse, a knight, wielding a mace. There's a man kneeling before it. Can't make out the description of this man, other than that, well, a figure actually. You don't even know it's a man, but you hear a faint voice. Forgive me. Before they fade. And for a split moment, the figure you can almost make out a scent. Of wolfsbane.
This was a stinky ghost.
Wolfsbane. Flower, floral.
The scent of wolfsbane. It says, "Forgive me. I'm gonna duck and weave through the spider webs.
Yeah.
Try and get up closer to the statue.
Yeah. This is a lounge essentially. Like, looks to be a bookshelf and just a statue with a single placard on it. The statue has also a crack in its left arm. Looks to be kind of spider webbing across its left arm.
There was a man. He was kneeling here. Made a prayer. Said, "Forgive me." Is there any indication who the statue is? Why he'd be kneeling in front of it?
There is a plaque on the statue. Absolutely.
I'll try and read it.
It's in common. It says Sir Aldrich Ryder.
Oh, there's that name again, Ryder.
With that specific name, you can give me a history check.
$24.
Yeah, okay. So with the 24, the Ryder family, specifically Sir Aldrich Ryder, was one of the famed, maybe not famed, but was a very influential knight in the campaign that took down one of the Dales, a fallen Dale. Some would claim that Sir Aldrich Ryder was a key component in the destruction and the fall of Sessrendale, along with many others. It wasn't alone. Just took an army, and other Dales also were involved, but Sir Aldrich Ryder was one of the names that were in the campaign. And specifically with the 24, the plaque does say, like, aided in the defeat of, and it's kind of scratched out with, like, big gouges. You would know who he aided in the defeat of. It's the Lord of Sessrendale was named the Dusk Lord. And Sir Aldrich Ryder was a key component in the campaign against it.
This part is scratched out. It's supposed to say the Dusk Lord. I point that out to Erebus.
Was it just him that had the smell of wolfsbane, or would I have got that too?
You would have faintly smelled it when you walked in the room, sure.
Do you think that's just a ghost thing, Aaron? With the wolfsbane?
I think it may be a arrow thing. They grew the wolfsbane here. It does not appear to be hallowed by any means anymore.
I'm just trying to connect the two, I suppose.
Meanwhile, as you two are studying that, and Arabelle is about to be finished up reading in the notes, Dacron and Ralorn. Ralorn, as you're walking through this study, you would hear the faint word, something whispering coming from this desk right here. Just a little. I don't know if you could hear me, but hopefully not, because you can't really make out what it was saying, but it's some whisper coming from the book.
So that text.
What'd you say?
Yeah, no, I didn't hear what you said. That's what
Well,
I said.
good.
That truck said it's just a whisper.
Yeah, it's just a whisper. Meanwhile, Dacron.
He's gonna keep an eye out on it, but he's
Okay.
mostly just making sure that Dacron is safe and the others too by looking down the hall.
The book is unmoving. But Dacron, as you come into this room, looks to be a small door to the left. Another table full of books and papers spread out near chaotically. A fanciful bed, 4-post bed. Lantern, like classic oil lamp along the side, as well as a candle that is lit with that green flame. Above the bed, though, sits along the wall, made of like a bit of flesh stuck to the wall. In the center of it is an unblinking green eye that seems to follow your movements.
Hmm. Walk around and
Okay.
it's following me everywhere.
It is.
Hmm. Just gonna back away out of there. Lauren, there's an eye on the wall.
An eye?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back in
Okay.
as it's looking at me.
Yeah, it would be looking at you because you walked in first, yeah.
Sure. So when Raloon follows me in, is it?
It would still be looking at you.
All right. Hmm. Following me.
That is very unusual. If you had to take a guess, where do you think that door leads?
This door? Let's see.
Maybe a balcony on the
Courtyard is out here, so that wouldn't be overlooking the courtyard. That would be opposite the courtyard. So probably another balcony to the front, or is it the back? I'm not exactly sure where we're at.
You're in the back.
Where did we come in?
In the north.
Okay, so look in the back of the house. Yeah, if this is a main chamber, I definitely want a balcony. Not that I would have designed it like this. Master's too close to the help, but it is what it is. You think that thing is dangerous or just observant?
You're asking the wrong person there, Macron. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff.
I think you're an expert in danger, but
Well, yeah, I'm a fish of danger, but I've never seen anything like that, so I couldn't really say.
I don't need you to identify it. Just, do you feel like it's dangerous or just creepy?
I think it's just creepy. It hasn't shown us anything bad.
I guess I can watch.
I mean, if it starts doing anything wrong, I can be ready to throw a javelin at it. But right now, it just seems creepy. And on top of that, I heard some kind of whispers coming from the book. So this place is definitely haunted.
Yeah, it certainly is under some sort of curse.
Meanwhile, Arabella, you get done reading and finding that little tidbit of Genter speaks to shadows now. They answer. I fear he has opened something he cannot close. Aha. Clue.
Gunter was a bad egg. Or a misguided egg. Something more, maybe. She's just mumbling all this to herself.
Yeah, as you realize no one's around you.
Yeah, I was like, oh. She'll walk through. And probably step into this room.
As you would see Erebus and Aaron staring at a statue of a knight on horseback. Miniature version, I'd say like 3/4 scale.
Anything interesting?
This is Sir Aldrich Ryder. He was one of the commanders who took down Sister and Dale. The placard here has the Dusk Lord scratched out. What is it?
Seems
you
to
find-
come out all the time.
I'm sorry?
Pardon?
What was that?
Nothing. Just commenting on the fact that this name seems to haunt a lot of places.
Ryder?
Yes, sure. I found
Did you-
something.
What did you find?
A fellow named Gunter. Seems wrong. Liked to speak to shadows. The child said that the shadow person told them that not even Gunter could help them. So, Gunter
this-
may have been the inciting.
It was not
You've
his
made-
fault. Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe he invited it unknowingly.
And who is Gunther? Is that a member of the family? Member of the staff?
Staff. It was in the ledger of the head of household. Head of servants?
Yeah.
Whatever you call it. Yeah.
Gunther was the head of the servants, or it was
No, he wasn't.
It wouldn't
He was a
have.
part of them.
It wouldn't have said what Gunter was. It would have. It would have just said. It would have just called him Gunter.
I just doubt that if it's a book written or noted mostly by the head of the servants, that they would talk about themselves in the third person.
Like you would, I would say you would have noted like in the ledgers, it would have called like Lady Harrow and Lord Harrow, and the little Lord and the little Lady Harrow, when speaking about the children or the Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
I would have fired him so fast. If he was on my estate, at least.
Fire someone for talking to nothing?
Talking through shadows, inviting shadows in, scaring my children, of course.
You talk to an orb.
Well, the orb talks to me. There's a difference. I just listen.
Maybe the shadows were talking to him too.
I would have
Maybe.
to say that shadows depict more of an evil stature than an orb.
Oh, the orb did make me eat that one guy's heart. That was not pleasant.
And we shan't be repeating it. Have you found anything else in here?
No, I was going to maybe check those books next. But I feel like maybe we should catch up with Dacron and Merlorn.
Make sure they're not getting into any trouble.
Wait. I'll duck and dodge through the spider webs and look through these book titles as I'm just kind of walking past them, looking at them, seeing if any pop out, catch my eye, and going to the store.
I would say these would be more. Honestly, those books would probably be novels, more like adult fiction, or perhaps like historical fiction.
Interesting. It fits the lounge.
Mhm.
Trying to open the door.
Door opens super easy. And you would see the study that, well, Radon and Dacron had seen. One of the desks is more neatly organized than the northwestern desk. Northwestern desk is a little messy. Books open, drawer open. The southeastern desk is a little more tidy. Plant on it or next to it, and you would see Ralorn and Dacron in a doorway to the southwest, where another desk is with more books scattered haphazardly and notes.
Anything interesting?
That's one way to put it.
We just found somebody named Gunther is responsible for bringing the Shadow Man.
Where there is light, there is shadow.
Have you made any discoveries?
Yeah, sorry. An eye on the wall is where I would point to that thing that probably still follows Dacron.
It does.
And you point to the desk beside Aaron, and whispers coming from books right there.
Yeah, Aaron, as he points out, yeah, you can kind of hear those whispers too.
Is it coming from one book in particular, or is it the desk, or just kind of
Give me a
obvious
perception
whispering?
check to try and pinpoint the location of the whispers.
16.
The 16, it seems to be coming from a particular book.
I'll pick up the book.
It would be a...
Is it one of the closed ones or the open ones?
one of the open ones. Specifically, this seems to be open to pages, and it would be whispering, Gunter, 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 Gunter.
Close the book.
Gunter, 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 Gunter.
What's the name of the book? Or is there a name on the book?
It's a journal.
Journal.
It would stop whispering after a second or two.
I'll open the journal up and
Gunter.
peruse it.
And then it stops. But it would open right back up to the same page where it was closed, or where it was open before, on its own. There's... You can give me an investigation check. What's everyone else doing while Aaron is doing that?
Natural
This
one.
desk.
Can I do something about natural one? I don't think so.
What's Dacron want to do on that desk?
I'm just gonna start going through things. See what
Okay.
I can find.
Dacron's going through that desk. Give me an investigation check as well.
22.
Okay. Ralorn, Arabella, Erebus.
That's a natural 20.
I know.
Just definitely just keep
Nice.
an eye out at the beginning, like
An
just
eye
make sure
out.
everyone's safe.
I...
Ha 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 ha.
He's definitely focusing on that thing. That's for sure. Keeping it
Yeah.
more focused on the.
I'd say probably before Arabella even walked into the room, she probably looked at the statue
Yeah.
and looked at the plaque. And would probably let out a scoff and mumbled to herself, "Didn't kill him good enough." And then she'd walk into the room, and she'd probably be interested in this desk here,
Okay.
or whatever it looks like a desk.
It is another desk, yeah. It's the neater of the desks. There's 3 desks in here. That's the three desks in that room. That's the neater of the 3.
Needs 3 desks.
You're
Sorry.
gonna find out who. Erebus, what are you doing?
I would have been tagging along with Aaron.
Okay. If
Could
you want,
use
you
that
can
help action.
you can give him the help action.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you proficient in investigation?
Proficient?
Yes, proficient.
Do you have a red dot next to it?
I do not know.
Then you can
Okay.
roll your own investigation.
Nice.
Is that also no?
No, that is also an at one.
Wow, you guys are just destroying that. Like you're like every time you keep opening up a book, it's like Gunther, oh shit, close that book, and then another book open, Gunther, oh no. So like you guys everyone is searching, and you just keep hearing Gunther off to the side. Arabella, give me an investigation check as well.
Okay. That's also a nat 1.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
thanks for just like, no, you don't deserve the story.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, you're gonna get part of the story. You'll get
Yeah,
a story. You just won't get certain parts of it, which is okay. Uh, so Arabella, there's like some vials and stuff, but like all the liquid has been either like dried to powder. In the drawers, there's some scraps of paper. Most of it's been shredded, and you try and go through it. You would get one scrap of information, one line. I believe he carried the other stone to his grave.
Oh,
With
we have to go grave robbing.
that's the one line you would get. And Aaron and Erebus, 2 nat 1s. Something smells in there. You're not sure what.
I'm gonna look over at Aaron and be like, "Really, dude?
It was a ghost.
I was standing right here."
I'll cast Prestidigitation.
Yeah, it smells nice.
I'll just kind of nod. That's what's up.
And Dacron. On this table, it's all the same thing connected. Like it's scraps, like a lot of it are drawings and tables and charts, and kind of trying like to connect the dots, like the Charlie meme, but in journal form. Like it's several different journals that are like interconnected. So it's pages on theories of protection, protective magics, theories on how to protect the Harrows, theories on holding the shadows at bay. If the mark can't be undone, then protective magic is the only answer. And then there's this one portion that starts to talk about whispers. How holding the shadows back, they start to talk. But it's not the shadows. And this whole thing, like this, these books tell a story of a descent. Of someone trying to aim to protect. Not quite madness, but then it talks about the Dusk Lord whispering through the shadows. And that they have been marked by the Dusk Lord. But he still thought that he could protect them. But then there's this one other journal that talks about how wrong he was, how he can't protect them, how there's nothing he can do. But he had hope for the children. But then he thinks it also was his fault at the same time.
Yep.
He invited it in. These are Gunter's journals. Or Gunther's.
Yep. I figured that much.
Mm-hmm. This is Gunther's room.
Not the master, just nerd guest. What is that? Interesting. Is that?
I would also say from the books, from what you're reading, Dacron, Gunther was the house mage.
Sure. He's house. Makes sense. He was researching magics.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Wouldn't be the first time you let in the lesser of one evil, only to find out it was actually the greater. Oh. I don't know much about the Dusk Lord.
Aaron walks over by Arabella. So did you find anything? Those books over there just keep on whispering. And then Erebus farted and he tried to blame it on me.
Beautiful. Yes. And I'm really sorry, Stephen. I've completely forgotten because I didn't write it down.
Oh, you said that the stone is carried to his grave?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. I believe he carried the other stone to his grave.
Carry the other stone to his grave.
What are the chances that this is the earthing stone?
Well, most people don't carry just ordinary stones to their graves. So I'd assume so. It would be a safe assumption to make.
Do we know which grave?
Don't know. Won't be the first grave we've dug up.
Well, I mean, we can eliminate all the women.
Yes. See if Dacron, seeing as you didn't find anything, see if Dacron and anyone have discovered anything in there.
Raloran's having a staring contest with the eyeball.
Yeah, definitely. Like he's definitely most of his focus. Like he would look at you guys here and there to see if you're right, but most of his focus is on the eye.
Has the eye recognized him, or?
No, the eyeball's still staring at Dacron.
What I figured.
I'll regroup over there as I'm passing. I'll look over at Erebus. You feeling better?
You better watch it. Next time you're on a staircase, I'll push you.
Children.
Arabella and Erebus after me now.
And Raloran, you would notice for the first time as Aaron walked into the room, the eyeball looks at him.
Where is this eyeball? Where that's on top of the bed?
On the bed, on the top of the bed. It just changes his gaze from Dacron to you, Aaron.
Well, it's looking right at me.
Ouch. Well,
move out of sight real quick. See if it's whoever gets close to the door.
I'll go through the
Maybe
door.
it's guys are like in tune with magic more.
So that's a hallway. Then it would start
Yeah.
looking at Dacron as soon as Aaron leaves.
Oh, that's okay. So it's not linked to the door.
And then it would look back at Aaron as Aaron comes back.
Must see magical energies, possibly.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Can I get close to? Oh, I don't want to stand on it. Anyways, can I get close to it and kind of like see what it's made out of? Can you describe it to me a little bit?
Yeah, it's a wall. A patch of flesh is stuck to the wall there, the wooden wall. At the center of this patch of flesh is a glassy green eye. It looks to be made of eyeball.
And I want to touch it.
We found a statue in the parlor room over, and a plaque that had the Dusk Lord scratched out of it.
Dusk Lord scratched out. It seems to.
That seemed almost personal.
It seems to align with what I found here from Gunther's notes. The Dusk Lord, or someone working with the Dusk Lord. I think we've identified the shadows.
Well, Sir Aldrich Ryder killed him, though.
Is this the
No, he didn't.
No?
No.
Well,
If Dusk Lord is involved in shadows, he's probably only mostly dead. Seems to align with what being researched here, ways to protect the family. Said something about a mark. Since they can't remove the mark, they have to protect the entire family.
Arabella will let out a very big sigh and then just sit on the edge of the bed and it's rubbing her face.
As you sit on the bed,
Oh, great, I die.
It's finally not me.
you hear a crack. you hear a crack.
I am not that heavy.
You
The
sat
bed
on.
says-
You hear a crack of glass, I should say, as if something was under there. Not the bed. The bed doesn't crack. It's something else. You hear a crack of glass, like a picture frame.
She will stand up and pull the covers up to see if she can see what she cracked.
Yeah, it's a picture. It's a painting. More of a rough painting, more of a sketch, but it is colored. It's a sketch of a familiar figure you saw leaning over the balcony earlier, of Lady Harrow. With their hands kind of outstretched, like cupped and smiling. And you can see her wrist. That mark more prominent and in fact circled. The mark is definitely obviously seen as a mark of... It's not actually orange or fiery, but it's It's, it's tan birthmark on the wrist. And there would be a note on the bottom. The mark, the key, but I don't know how. I would say everyone would notice that Arabella's pulling this out as well. Is Arabella
She'll
showing it?
return to us. Yeah.
Okay.
She'll return to her seat on the bed. This is either research or he was in love with his boss, his wife. So,
Two things can be true.
yes.
Rylorn and Erebus, I would like for you both to make history checks, please.
Let's see. One of my best rolls.
I know.
Yeah, nope. Not one.
Okay.
And at 20.
Rylorn, you have seen that somewhere before. That birthmark. Somewhere. On someone alive. Not on their wrist. But you've seen that birthmark. You know what? You don't need a roll for that one. That you would know. You would know it. Absolutely, you would know it. If your son has that birthmark.
You have a baby.
No, all he would say is, and I've seen that mark on a living before.
Your choice of where the birthmark is. But he does have that birthmark. Or they do. Yeah, he's a son. Yeah. Erebus. Yeah, you distinctly remember this. Your mentor. Before their untimely death. And the period of time that you were mentored under them. They also had this birthmark on their chest, like right above their breast, like under their clavicle.
So, wasn't expecting to see that mark again. Thought it was unique. Apparently not.
You've seen it before?
Yes, on one of my fellows.
So it has something to do with being a shifter?
No, don't think so. Could be, but I don't think so.
Do we know who she was before she was Lady Harrow?
I think we heard that she was a rider.
That would make sense.
Unless her family was cursed.
Oh, when a prominent member of your family takes down a warlord of the Dusk Lord stature, the curse seems imminent.
Not a warlord. Who's a necromancer. At least that's what they say.
And, who is they? And it seems you have a bit more information. You seem to be spoon feeding to us.
Dusk Lord was... He was one of the rulers of one of the Dales, Sesson Jail. But he decided to take a liking to necromancy and some of the darker corners of magic. The rest of the Dales did not appreciate that. They waged, and then the whole fucking war happened. According to these people, they killed him. According to legend, that did not happen.
Think you know, I think you have experience that this is not a legend. Do you have personal experience with this?
I haven't met him, if that's what you're asking. I just know that, at least, my father and uncle taught me that most stories, most legends, have some truth wrapped within it.
Seems to be a good lesson.
Yes.
I think the moral of the story is fuck the Dusk Lord. I'll jump up on the bed and I'll stab the eye with the rapier.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Okay. Your rapier goes through the eye. It's an illusion.
It's not real. Okay.
It still looks
Is
at
it
you.
hiding anything?
We should open that last door and keep moving. Get out of this haunted.
Oh yeah, maybe the earthing stone is in a grave somewhere. A man's grave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
That's a grave robbing, right?
Well, Arabella says she likes doing it.
I never said I enjoyed it. I said that I've done it plenty.
Oh,
It's a bit despicable, but whatever.
They're no longer using whatever is in there. And I don't take any of the obviously cursed stuff, unlike some.
yeah, you don't know if they're cursed until you try.
This is true. Valorn, how are you feeling?
But how can I say it? Surprised that I've seen this mark before and concerned.
So it's a no on the curse. All right.
Well, I'd say that you're right to be concerned. We have evidence that the other people who've had this mark have died.
Strangely, no bodies.
It
I
seems
mean, maybe it's not strange. It has been 200 years.
it seems to
The blood
be
would be cleaned up too. Though.
in opposition to something. So I just don't know what it means. It wouldn't be as simple as it would have to be larger than connected to this particular tower, so seems bigger than that.
I'll head down the hallway.
I'll go with Aaron.
As you head down the hallway, another office awaits. This one neater. This one clearly with more purpose and studious. Looks to be a crafting table, or like a workbench on one side. An old suit of armor with looks to be kind of some runes, or it's all rusted, and but it does have some like marks on it, scratches. And the center of the room is a bowl. You can see some arcane markings within the bowl. A desk lies on the western wall. A bag sprawled out on top of it, with little bits here and there that have fallen out of the bag. And as you enter into this room, Aaron, give me a charisma save. Aaron, Arabelle, and Erebus, then. All three of you.
5.
Okay.
5, 4,
Hey,
3.
we're-
Ralorn, Dacron, you guys want to get on this and do 2 and 1?
I'm not going like roll was a 7, 8.
Oh, yeah, we could do that. We could do 6, 7.
6, 7.
I hate
Go
you.
plus 7.
Yeah, with the 5, 4, 3. Aaron, Erebus, and Arabella. As you enter into this room, at first, Aaron, as you enter, you approach and immediately kneel before the bowl. As your head throbs, you see shadows wave around the room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off there. Since I failed, I'm going to use my guarded mind to automatically save.
Okay. Erebus, you do not do this. Then, Arabella, you would also kneel as those shadows sweep around the room. You would both kneel for a brief split moment. And take 1 point of psychic damage. This just pulse. You feel like it came from the markings of this bowl, but they didn't at the same time. This is almost a ritual space. This is This is more of a solemn room. A studious room at the same time. But it's just for a brief moment you are forced to kneel.
I will stand back up. And I am upset now and a bit offended. My ego is hurt. And I will kind of harumph a little bit and try and look at this bowl. See if I can figure out what it's doing.
Give me an Arcana check.
$23.
Okay. While he's studying this bowl, what are Arabella, Erebus, Dacron, and Ralorn doing?
We're nothing if we're not thorough. I'm going to open this last door.
All right. The last door leads to a bathroom. With a faucet running. Faucet meaning that there is water running somewhere. There's pipes.
They got indoor plumbing.
They got indoor plumbing, which means they probably have, as opposed to a well, they probably have a cistern.
Man, they're rich.
Yep. Also a nice brass tub. And a derelict.
Can I turn off the water, or is it broken?
It's, if you go to try, it is indeed broken.
Okay.
But it's draining. Which is odd because there's no drain. It's not one of those kind of these kind of that plumbing doesn't usually work that way. They just have water that goes up. They didn't have plumbing that went out.
Well,
You toss the
it's
bowl.
really cold. The pipes might not freeze.
Yep, that's right. So the water it doesn't fill up any further. It's just constantly running. You hear that trickling.
Staying here too long, I'll have to use it.
Arabella and Erebus. And yes, that door also just goes out to the other room.
Arabella will get up. Brush her knees off. Probably just let out a sigh. Be like, yeah, that happens. And then she'll be looking at these books. Please.
Which books?
I'll start with these ones.
Or are you just going to look at like all of the books, just see what books are here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
May I please?
Your choice, investigation or perception.
I will investigate the books, I think.
All right. Erebus, how about you?
Is this a desk over here?
That is a desk.
It is. Yeah,
It
I'd
is
like
a
to
desk.
check it
On top of the desk, there is a small pouch with what looks to be some knickknacks or gems spilled out, and there are 2 drawers on the desk as well.
Gems as in like monetary value gems?
Potentially.
Kind of thinking back how much I really wanted a health potion from the church guy. I'd like to grab them.
So they aren't.
Not that.
They aren't gem. I mean, they are, but so they're actually spell focuses, spell components. There's a crystal spell focus, silver dust, strip of ivory, and a perfect glass eye.
Well done.
That's what's on the pouch. But do you want to search the desk at all?
Yeah, the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
One
Well,
drawer
well,
is locked. But the other drawer does open. And inside that drawer is actually empty.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Can I try to with the locked one? Can I try to force it at all?
You can. Give me an athletics check. You just try and yank it open.
Yeah, pretty much.
15. 15 is the DC. You
Nice.
guys would hear a crack as he cracks open the drawer.
And I like to think that I kind of elbowed it to disengage the lock or something. Just a
Yeah.
quick whack.
As you pull it open, Aaron, with your 23 Arcana, this is a ritual. It's a diagram, or not a it's the runes and writing and the arcane symbols that are in this bowl are symbols of separation. It's not complete, though. Like, separation of...
They're trying to get that mark off.
Potentially. It can be used to separate things, though. Depending on how it is used. Erebus. In the compartment. There's a small pouch. With a small note attached to it. A very fancy, at least once fancy pouch. Small, like maybe like a small dice bag. And a note attached. Did you hear me, Erebus?
Yeah, I was saying that I was going to read the note.
Okay, well, I didn't hear nothing.
Didn't hear nothing.
Nope.
Fair. Yeah, you read the note. And it would be in different handwriting. It would more of a feminine script. But it would say, please preserve these. You know what to do with the rest. And it would be in different handwriting than what you've seen previously in this room. Or in the other room.
Please preserve. Repeat that one more time, please.
Actually, it would say, please preserve these. You know what to do the rest if the time comes.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the little bag. Take a look inside.
It's seeds.
Okay. Then I'll kind of pull the strings back together. I'm assuming that's how the bag is.
Yeah.
And I'll
Should
put
the
it
time come.
in.
Sorry.
And then I'd like to grab that bag on that you said it was like spell casting stuff, and I'll walk over to
He's busy.
Dacron.
Oh yeah, you can get Dacron.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right,
Okay.
I thought you were gonna walk over to to Aaron. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, and I'll just hand them to him, or hand him the bag, or
What did you find?
well, I have no idea what to do with these. They kind of seem more up your alley, so I figured you could put them to use better than I could.
The glass eye is green, like the one above the bed.
Interesting.
But hey, look, if you're gonna sell them or whatever, I have like 0 money, so I'd like to help you out, or cut in a little bit.
I don't think they're definitely worth selling, but I think they serve their purpose. I don't know that we're in the need for a quick buck at the moment.
And Arabella with a 20 investigation. Looking through these books. There's a lot of arcane mumbo jumbo. But not just that. There's, there's some of it is like practical magic. Other bits are like practical application of magic. None of it is actual like spells. It's like some theories. It's also like magic around the house. It's household magical purposes. Some of it is also more, I want to say esoteric, but maybe books on like Mistra, books on the planes, but not like super detailed. More just like, this is what you learn in school about the planes. However, one book sticks out. One book, there would also be several books about gardening as well, and magical gardening. But one book would stick out. And you know what? Ralorn, what one subject, or what one subject or title do you think would absolutely not belong in this room?
Oh, that's a good question.
One subject or title that would absolutely not belong in this room.
You got seeds, so definitely not. I got astronomy, but if he's a mage, he might know a bit about that. So that's a really hard question.
All right, well, I'll pass.
I'd say gardening. I'd say gardening.
Well, there's already books on gardening in here. I
Okay,
already said that. Yeah.
Okay, I heard that one.
Magical gardening.
know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Does anyone else have any thoughts on what book wouldn't belong in here?
cookery book.
A cookery book, absolutely.
Dipping your
No, go with cookery.
cookery.
Yeah, Grandma's Baked Goods, volume 247. Sticks out like a sore thumb. And it's like lacquered red, never been used book that just kind of sits on the shelf. You know, it's dust covered, but there is this like little bit that just something's not right about it. Sticks a little bit further out than the other books, maybe slightly.
Right. Bella is going to touch it.
You touch it. It's there. What do you mean touch it?
Pull it out.
Okay. You pull it out. It doesn't pull all the way, but as you pull it, you hear a click, and on the western side of the room, next to the desk, the wall slides open.
Fuck yes, secret room.
Revealing immediately a skull embedded into the wall with a glowing pink candle resting atop it. And as Arabella has discovered the secret door, that's where we're going to end tonight. As Gunther has secrets on secrets, or Gunther has secrets on secrets. So we will end there tonight, folks, as there are more secrets to be had and more things to this story, and we'll find out, and connections, and what happened here, and what will happen here, and all that and more. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Good night,
Good night, Internet.
Literally.